Hello dear students, myself Pratik Polekar from Polekar's Vision Academia. We are located on Sinagar Road, Anandnagar, Pune. We are purely into the coaching classes right from first onwards till 8 at the same, and more importantly, more precisely for 9th and 10th. We take for both the boards, SSC board and CBSE also, and plus the most important factor is we take all the subjects from the class. Okay, now you will be questioned, you will be puzzled, how do we manage this? We manage it and how it is going to be. But the reason why I'm making this video is for my students who have not just taken admission in the class as well, but all of the students who have done with their examinations of 9 CBSE right now before this outbreak of coronavirus, or who have partially done their examinations, but unfortunately the other papers are floating. When and which day will your exams start again? It's a big question. I believe let's take this as an opportunity. Let's take this as an absolute sincere, earnest path that the government has told us not to get out of our house on some of the days. Let's make this very important. At the same time, let's be very cautious about this as well. When it will begin, that's a different story. But till then, it is our job to maintain things on track. What am I going to talk over here? Students who have done their, this is purely a video specifically where I'll be concentrating only on 9th and 10th CBSE board pattern. So 9th and 10th CBSE boards. Dear students, 9th and 10th CBSE is not a rocket science, but it is simple combination of regular, sincere, consistent and honest efforts which can play the most important role. That's it. बाकी कुछ नहीं है. बाकी कुछ नहीं है. Please pay attention. Don't get confused. Your parents might confuse you. They might stress you. Society might pressurize you every time. Don't worry, concentrate on your efforts and you will be a winner. Okay, everybody? Okay. Coming back, 9th and 10th CBSE boards, you people have got total on an average, you have got how many subjects? You have English, you have mathematics, you have science, you have social studies, and you have one more subject, that is your second language, which can have German, French, Sanskrit, Hindi. Some schools also offer Marathi. So this is a prima facie your overall structure of your CBSE boards. Does the subject remain same for the 9th and 10th? Yes, they do remain same. Now, do you have a second question? What are the compulsory subjects? English, mathematics, science and SS are the compulsory subjects. From our class, we conduct all the subjects. All the 4 subjects is compulsory. From the class, what extra we can give you is the referrals for the subjects of German, French, Hindi and Marathi. Sanskrit is conducted in the class itself by our faculty, Mrs. Arati Deshpande. Arati Deshpande ma'am purely will be looking after your Sanskrit. 100 marks Sanskrit entirely. All the grammar part, the lessons, the criteria into it which go into the making completely by Arati Deshpande. So don't worry with this as well. For German and French, I'll be guiding you eventually which class to go for. It's within our vicinity and more important, it's within the reference of the Vision Academia itself. So don't worry with this. Now, English from the class is conducted by myself. My name is Advocate Pratik Polekar. I conduct English from the class, and mark it. You can refer my other videos as well. English is not a subject, it's a language, and you have literature English, my dear friends. आपको कौन सा English है बेटा? You have literature English. In 9th and 10th, your English is divided in two categories, in two books. For 9th standard students, the students who are in 9th, you have something called as a book called as Beehive. Sorry, there are two books for 9th standard. One is something called as rapid reading book, and the other one is something called as lesson oriented literature book. The pattern follows similar for 10th as well. Books like Moments, Beehive, The First Flight are all the books which are referred typically for 9th and 10th English. Okay. The paper pattern for all the 4 subjects I'll be giving you brief later on once I finish this. From the class, mathematics is conducted by my mother herself, Mrs. Pratibha Polekar. Yes, students, the good thing about ma'am is she's been taking pure mathematics this past 28 years. The highlights, some key points being referred, small tricks which are important, conceptual clarity, easy methodology. Okay. What for English I can say is I concentrate on language which makes your subject interesting. Along with this, you also have round about 100 passages plus grammar notes being prepared. 100 passages plus grammar notes purely for the students to revise for an entire year. So they don't have to run anywhere. No referring any other set of books as well. Similarly, for maths, you'll be getting key questions. For maths and science, you have problems like HOTS, that is higher order thinking skills. You get a different worksheet completely into your hands. Then comes as your science. Now, science, my dear friends, is presented by 2 different faculties for the academic year 2020-2021. Because in 9th and 10th science, mark it my dear friends, you have 2 teachers who take your 9th and 10th science. One is the S1 part which covers your physics and chemistry. The other is the S2 part which covers your entire biology. Now S1, I'm sorry, just give me a second please. Now S1 and S2 is conducted by Mrs. Kokle from the class. She will be looking after her entire physics, entire chemistry, numericals, concepts, the physics parts of understanding the nuances, the practical oriented part of it, assertion and reasoning completely. And S2 will be conducted by ma'am called as, her name is Mrs. Priya Ghanekar. This ma'am will be covering your biology, in-depth biological understanding, in-depth understanding of the subject. Concept plus teaching is the 2 different parts. If the teaching is good, if the concept is good, the teaching can be done better. But I believe if the teaching is great, even the huge concept can be taught in the simplest manner. This is what both of their highlights are from the class. Mark it, my dear friends. Now, then comes, along with this science, you have something called as, you are given notes from the class also. I'm sorry, you will be given notes from the class for science, like maths and English. You will be given LMR, that is last minute revisions also, which covers your OTM. OTM is only this much revision, because बच्चों एग्जाम के पहले आपको उतना टाइम हाथ में नहीं रहता है, so you can need to have quick fire revision also. Plus the notes that we are preparing and we have done almost, that is called as mind maps. What is called as mind maps? These are also being covered from the class. SST, now one big subject for the students. SST, one big subject for the students of CBSE board. One big subject for the students of CBSE board is SST. What gets covered in SST, my dear friends? Heavy chapters. You have history, and history is clubbed with something called as democratic politics for 9 as well as for 10th. Then you have geography. It is covered with something called as economics, growth and development for 9th and 10th. And mark it, you have one full paper of 80 marks for this. How many marks, my dear friends? 80 marks paper for this. पूरे इस पे 80 मार्क्स का पेपर है. मार्केट, आई एम वेरी सॉरी टू से, बट दिस इज नॉट लाइक एसएससी स्टूडेंट्स जिनको हिस्ट्री एंड पॉलिटिकल साइंस अलग पेपर, ज्योग्राफी एंड इकोनॉमिक्स अलग पेपर ऑन 2 separate days. But my CBSE friends have got this big subject on one single day, and this subject covers round about 20. Subject covers round about 30 to 35 chapters from this. 30 to 35 chapters. Okay, 30 to 35 chapters from this. Is that clear? Now in this, it is important to understand chapters bade hai, agree? Can that be clubbed? Who teaches social studies? I personally take social studies again from the class, so it is again taken by, and those who have been attending my subject, those who have been coming to my classes regularly, you know it well. My pattern goes very simple. Don't teach exactly word to word. It is story. Make the subject interesting. और हिस्टोग्राफी में stories बहुत हैं. You'll be learning it with absolute joy. I'm sure your toughest subject would be the most loved subject from all of your then, but you will definitely take. For 10th, we definitely take SST. For 9th, unfortunately, we are not able to provide it because of time constraints, but you will be given regular mind map and revision from mind. So 9 students, don't be scared. 10, all of you have joined the classes, I'm sure. I will give it my best as you have been getting it last year as well. Last part which comes up with this is same. Social studies में भी आपको notes मिलेंगे. You'll be given LMR and OTM and mind maps as well. So mark it. If I forget, it's your time to remember. It's your job to remember. Remind me about this. The last thing comes is what? The last thing comes is your paper pattern for all. The paper pattern is what? 80 marks, 80-20 rule. 80 marks is writing, 20 marks is viva. That is oral examinations. So you have 80 marks paper, and this 80 marks paper covers what? It covers section A, which is MCQ pattern. 10 marks. MCQ's options will be given, you have to correct it. After this, we have section B, which again covers 10 marks, 1 line answers. We have section C, which have 3 marks questions. These questions are multiplied by 10, that comes up to 30 marks. These are brief questions. Science में यहाँ पे you have something called as concepts, something called as picture and a diagram explanations on that. इसमें ये भी है, you have answers which come as assertion plus reasoning. So in this part, section D covers 5 marks answers, and again I'm really not joking, 30 plus 10, 40 plus 10, 50. So 5 marks answers, these are 6 which you have to write again for 30 marks, and these are your detailed questions. Same, something like this in detail will be covered here. But in social studies, what you get over here in section D is also map-based questions. And these map-based questions are the questions which come for 5 marks. Map plotting, compulsorily. Ideally, map plotting is only on India, but anything can become. Anything can come. Industrial places, agricultural land, which places look at where. All is being done from the class. Okay. The reason why I wanted to let you know all this is, All this is covered from the class entirely. This is an exact plethora which I believe is important for your understanding. Okay, this is a generalized concept map that I've given to you, road map how we are going to do. Plus, along with this year we plan to go for what is called as your in all total. In all total, there will be 4 test series from the class. Get the test series, beta? You have 4 test series from the class. These test series are divided into simpler parts. First test series 25% syllabus. Second test series 70% syllabus. Third test series 100% syllabus. And fourth test series 100% syllabus again. This test series is conducted in the month of July. This is conducted in the month of September. This is conducted in the month of December. And this is conducted in the month of January. All the test series are based completely from the class portions. Answer papers, question papers, everything is done from the class. आप लोग को सिर्फ ready होना है. Come, be prepared, come here, write the paper and leave prepared for the next exam. Timetables and everything are given in advance. Along with this, there will be regular small tests which we plan to go on a regular basis. Guys, please remember everybody, 9 is school oriented, 10 is board pattern oriented. Set here everybody. 9, at times you might feel that ekhad do cheese, there is something which had to be covered in the month of, in let's say first week or on Monday, it got covered on Thursday. Let it be, because 9th May students go, by the time they get used to the syllabus, it takes a good amount of time. So make sure you be patient and you are with it completely. Is that clear everybody? I wish you all the very best. God bless you all. Thank you so much.